I feel like I should have made this video at the beginning of the set, but here we are, so let's talk about Urgot. Urgot is pretty unique because his passive states that he's dealing 5 attacks per second, each dealing a low amount of physical damage, which can scale with both attack damage and attack speed. 5 attacks per second sounds a lot, because that is the maximum attack speed a unit can reach. So in theory, items like Spear of Shojin or Static Shift sound completely broken since he would constantly be able to proc these items. As you know, it doesn't really work like that. While he does have his 5 attacks per second, you need to finish all 5 of them to receive an effect once. This is quite easy to showcase if we look at some examples. If we follow Urgot for this fight, we can see that every second he gains 10 mana from his attacks. This means the game registers his attacks once every second. Since we need 3 attacks to proc Static Shift, he needs a total of 3 seconds to proc the item. The same rule set also applies for Shojin. Every 3 seconds, he will receive the 30 bonus mana generated from Shojin. This is still quite useful, since Urgot does have a pretty large mana pool and it can take him forever to cast his ability for a second time. Now what about Guinsoo's Rage Blade? What happens if you increase Urgot's attack speed as much as possible? Would he proc items like Static Shift more often, or is it exactly the same? Let's find out. In this fight we can see Urgot with a double Rage Blade and a Static Shift. We can also pay attention to his mana gain. Even as the fight progresses and Urgot is getting all the way up to 3.4 attack speed, he will still only gain 10 mana per second and proc Static Shift every 3 seconds. So is there a point in giving Urgot attack speed? Well, yes. He has an attack speed scaling that gets converted into physical damage, meaning the more attack speed Urgot has, the more physical damage he will do. In this fight he started with a bonus of plus 26 and ended up with a total of plus 70. This should cover everything you need to know about Urgot. If you have any questions left, feel free to let me know in the comments. I hope you learned something and see you next time.